The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
So, in boxing, we have some other stuff going on, particularly from the whole Golden Boy, Triple G, Canelo, Ryan Garcia, IBF drama that's going on. It's been a very interesting time for Golden Boy and DAZN. So yeah, I mean, like literally, it's permeating the news. I mean, as we all know, Canelo got stripped of the IBF belt because they couldn't come to a agreement with the number one contender, Sergey Derevianchenko, and this is after courtesy extensions, and then Canelo, for the fact, failed to order a purse bid because they couldn't come to the money agreement, and Golden Boy didn't respond to any of the inquiries or whatever, and bam, we have a stripped IBF champion. Now, I mean, personally, for me, I had no sympathy over it because, like I said, Triple G got stripped of his IBF belt and to go fight a tougher fight, but people still gave him grief. Whereas Canelo, gets stripped, but he has no fight on the horizon. He didn't want to make any fight, really, except for a COVID fight. So like I said, I have no sympathy for that. But what's interesting is this whole thing is bringing to light some turmoil within Golden Boy, particularly between Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya. There's a lot of skeletons in the closet that some of them have actually been let out. Like Canelo's furious at Golden Boy for doing this, and Canelo's furious at Golden Boys for their deal with DAZN. Particularly for the fact that some of the money that Canelo is generating, Oscar uses to pay other fighters for the Golden Boy cards that he's been holding. And of course, there's a thing, and then you have Canelo being embarrassed by Oscar not showing up for his pressers and whatnot because allegedly Oscar was impaired or hungover or doing something he's not supposed to be doing. Just a whole bunch of drama, and then above all, Canelo is PO'd that at the attempts to have him fight Triple G a third time, and the fact that he, even before this deal that Canelo signed with DAZN, that he told Oscar that he did not want to fight Triple G again. Because there's personal, allegedly there's personal hatred, and he didn't want to he didn't want to help Triple G get his money, get more money. And then that was part of the whole thing. And Canelo and Oscar actually promised DAZN that he can get Canelo Triple G3. So that led to another issue with Triple G. Triple G signed for it because they promised him Canelo a third Canelo fight. That's the reason why he signed. That's the reason why we think why he came to DAZN. I mean, because it's the middleweights. The middleweights rule DAZN. So now the latest offering is because of this fight not happening. So Triple G is luring up against DAZN. To have them try to see if they can enforce that contract, because that would be a breach of contract. So allegedly, if the Canelo fight is not produced, this is insane. I've never heard of this nonsense. Like, I've gotten to this level before in my life. I mean, what do you guys think?
This is really a lot of bullshit. Right? Well, I have no words. Right? I don't even know where to fucking start.
Yeah, it's escalating just because it's just like, what is so hard about fighting people? Like, you guys are fighters. Like, stop the bullshit. You know, but yeah, it's like, I mean, everyone knows where. Everyone should know where their bread is buttered. I mean, Canelo's trying to pull boss moves, but he's failing because, I mean, I guess now that Canelo might be lawyering up against Golden Boy, you know, and he might attempt to get
He's
out.
spoiled, man.
Yeah,
He's spoiled. He's entitled. Like, at the end of the day, Canelo acting scary. He acting spoiled. He acting like a baby. Like. Last year, after the rematch, niggas was talking about, man, you know, Golovkin gonna be older. Yeah, go ahead, make the third fight. Yeah, Canelo might stop him. The way Canelo ducking this third fight, you honestly think he's in fear of getting stopped. Like, what is this? It's like I think his performance with Jacob scared him. Like, it almost sounded like Canelo trying to cash himself out with the Kovalev fight. Like, I don't know, this shit just don't look or sound right. Like, you scared of a 40-year-old man that you already got the damn judges on your side twice. Like, what the fuck is the deal? Fight this dude again, get it over with, win or lose, and fucking move on with your career. Like, all this stalling shit. I mean, yeah, first of all, I'm not dismissing Oscar. That's some foul shit. You know, making behind the back deals and like, yeah, you know. So, I do the fight for y'all, you know, he'll pump work on your block, you know. I ain't gonna let him know he pumping it on your block though. I ain't gonna know that. I ain't gonna let him know that the nigga that ratted on him last year is gonna be pumping work too. But I'll work all that out. But yeah, if you gonna front me 20 mil, no, with 360 mil. and I got these little niggas, you know, I'm working them in between, you know, I'm stepping them up, you know. You know my little nigga JoJo, right? You know my cousin, right? Diego, man, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you got
you know Ryan, come on, man, you know. Yeah, they gonna be pumping too, son. So, I mean, nah, you can't do all that shit. So yeah, it's a bad look, but it just make the whole Golden Boy just look bad. Like, y'all niggas is running scared over there. Your boss is not seeing eye to eye with your workers. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, Canelo just fight somebody at this point. Like, you didn't want to fight. It's like all this shit. It's like you just running from the inevitable.
Yeah, and that's. Oh, go ahead, P.
I was gonna say I don't agree with him being scary. I just think he's trying to move on. I think he's moving like he feels like he's boss. So he, in his mind, is trying to make boss moves. Now, I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't mind a third Triple G fight. I would like it, but I think Canelo is moving like, oh, I don't need you for this. I'll fight who I want to fight, and if you don't like it, too bad. Like, I'm just not.
Bosses ain't insecure though, man. He insecure as fuck. Cause if he was secure with what he wanted to do, he would have did it by now. Cause look how shit going. When it looked like Canelo was gonna fight Derevyanchenko, everybody was kind of like, okay, I guess we'll, you know. I mean, Canelo has to fight him. Everybody was making excuses, trying to hype Derevyanchenko up. Like, he's not the same guy that we saw lose to Jacobs and damn near get a draw, maybe lose to Cole K. So we know where his level is at. He's a B-level fighter, almost there. But you know, styles make fights. He might have a good fight with Canelo. So when that fight seemed like it's off the table and it's going for Golovkin, that's when everybody's like, oh man, Golovkin, he's taking the easier fight. Derevyanchenko, he's nobody. Like, he lost to Jacobs already, this, that, and it's like it's like even the fans give Canelo and them niggas excuses, man. Like, you see how the atmosphere changed, or you know, anytime his opponent changed, like, now, like, come on, man. Like, you feel where I'm coming from, right?
No, I feel it.
I mean, it's the thing again, because when Triple G originally was supposed to be ordered to fight Derevyanchenko, when when he saw, and then the people in Triple G was like, no, I want Canelo, you know, to try to get the Canelo fight, and IBF stripped him, and I was like, oh, Triple G's running scared from Derevyanchenko. He didn't want to fight Derevyanchenko, You know, now it's just like, you know, oh, Triple G's fighting Derevyanchenko. What the fuck? You know, it's just like, you know, it's just like niggas are just not happy. I mean,
but see, we know who Derevyanchenko is now, and before it was Golovkin would never get the credit for that fight,
right?
But now, if Golovkin was to stop Derevyanchenko, that raises him up a notch because no one's done that,
right?
So he still could prove something in this fight, but you know, of course, the circumstance changed. Like, you could justify him avoiding Derevyanchenko last year, but this year it's okay. Yeah, make the fight, right?
Right. Yeah, and it sounds like that fight. And it sounds like that fight. I mean, it's been ordered formally by the IBF now, and it sounds like that fight will probably be made in a couple. You know, probably by like next week, we'll probably have. You know, they'll probably agree the terms and everything like that, and bam, DAZN has a fight for the fall. You know, and it's just like
could put them both on the same card. Have Canelo and Andre and Triple G and Derevyanchenko like on some middleweight tournament shit.
You know that ain't gonna happen.
All I'm saying, because these niggas is too entitled. If De La Hoya and Hopkins could do it, you can't tell me these niggas can't do it. But it's because these niggas always on some damn. Well, you know what? I'm the A side. I want to do what I want to do.
Right, and
like the DAZN got all these boxers, but we getting these damn struggle cards, and PBC got all these boxers, and we getting damn accident cards. Like, the shit accidentally be good. So I mean, like, can niggas just set up cards where it's like, okay, yeah, you know we're gonna get a good night of boxing. Like how many times this year have you seen the schedule and you knew you was guaranteed some great boxing that day? Maybe 3 times, right?
Yeah, and 2 of them were pretty much on DAZN.
and the other one was damn Pacquiao Thurman and the whole Dylan White Rivas day. Like,
yeah.
The DAZN still end up on that list. So that's all I'm saying. Like, you know what's going on? It's like, you know, it's come to the point where, you know, Canelo got to cycle through all these opponents and he's in a loaded division.
Right, and the fun thing is too is, like, I mean, if he was so interested in keeping his IBF title, why didn't he just try to make a fight with Andre? I'm pretty sure exceptions would have been made for that. I mean, it wasn't like the IBF was going to strip him like immediately. It's like if you wanted to keep your belt, you know, it's like Andre was your. I mean, if you didn't want to fight Triple G, fine. Why didn't you try to make a fight? Well, I mean, I know why, because DAZN probably didn't want to approve that fight. I think DAZN originally was either Triple G or Sergey Kovalev, you know, and obviously, of course,
because see, they not even, because they looking at it like, okay, we need a big name. We need, you know, we had Canelo in there with a black guy before, and you know, they kind of bullshitted around, and we didn't get the event that we wanted. But on the other hand, Andre,
No, I said that's really stupid logic, but I get it.
It's stupid logic, but I mean, you gotta look at it on some executive shit though.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
And then keep in mind, you know, Andre didn't, you know, he hasn't had the Selecki fight just yet, you know. So we now that we after that performance, and we know Andre is coming in there hotter than Jacobs was, and he has a belt too. He the champion, you know what I mean? And he's already been in another division with Canelo already. They got history, like, you know, they was never the Canelo and them was never playing up that fight from the get go. So that's probably why Skipper and all of them never looked at that as a fight. You know, they was probably just gung-ho with Golovkin, and somewhere somebody said, you know what, Canelo could probably take Kovalev, and then niggas started running with that shit. Like, it don't take nothing to just suggest, in this era of boxing, it don't take nothing to suggest a spinoff. You could be thumbing through the newspaper and see crawfish, and then you see fucking Genghis Khan, and then you're like, damn, Crawford and Amir Khan, yeah, let's make that fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just I'm just saying though, like, it don't take nothing to make these spin-off fights, and y'all got loaded divisions. Right. Andre been deserving of the fight. He could have fought him, but no, he fought fucking Beefy. He fought Liam Smith.
Right, he did.
He fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Yeah,
he did. He sure did.
Andre'd always been on the table. So now he's important now because you don't want to fight Golovkin. Now you feel like you're getting bullied to fight Golovkin. Now Andre is like, yeah, he's looking interesting. Yeah, like, so you gonna fight a nigga out of spite? Like, come on, like none of these fights even seem real for this dude, man.
Right, and he's like I said, I don't even know why he's messing around with Kovalev either. It's like
the Kovalev fight ain't gonna happen because y'all are gonna win.
Yeah, pretty much that's what's gonna have to take. I mean, Yard is gonna. I mean, if Yard knocks out or beats Kovalev, then that fight is off the table. And Canelo will be probably much backed into a corner. Because, like I said, I mean, Canelo should understand that he did sign a 10-fight deal. So it's not like he's not gonna just fight anyone who he chooses. Like they're giving him a lot of money to fight, and he had to know that Triple G, they're gonna put Triple G in there. I mean, you can't be out here just fighting whoever you want.
It's the most logical choice. Like, it's like, come on. It's like they're trying to make 1 + 1 = 3.
Right. I mean, even Floyd with his Showtime deal, wasn't able to do that until at least generated a shitload of money for he only was really able to do that after the Pacquiao fight. In that case, he fought Andre Berto. And that was just like a swan song type of deal. And I mean, he fought Guerrero before, and they would, in that fight didn't do too good fight business, so he had to fight a Canelo after that to re-up. And that. So I mean, he has to understand. I mean, Canelo. I mean, if Canelo goes and buys out his contract with his own, pay up. Like, I mean, it's going to be pretty expensive. I'm sure of it. He's. I mean, do you want to go to Top Rank? Do you want to go to PBC? I mean,
then who he's going to fight though? You're going to have to deal with the zone one way or the other. It's like niggas get off their fucking high horse already and make these blood clot fights. like all this, Sue Golden Boy. I could go to Top Rank. The friend of my enemy's a friend of me type. Like, no, fuck this shit, man. It's boxing, nigga. Let's box. It's box.
Yeah, it's box.
Like, goddamn. Like, I'm sick of this shit. Like we up here playing fucking random select mode on the supposed to be the superstar of the sport, and he don't have no fight lined up, no momentum going, because the last fight had no momentum because he came from a fight where people thought he lost that shit, but he fought somebody that no one thought he would lose to. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, you had the Rocky Feldon fight, you had Jacobs fight, you got 2 fights back to back that you ain't really buzzed nothing, you ain't burned nothing. You got to give somebody a fight people want to see now.
Right. So someone talking about a Triple G. That's where Triple G fight Cup 3 comes in. It's like, or at least
comes in perfectly because you've been downplaying Andre the whole time. You can't fucking hype up Andre now.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, you can still fight him, but I mean, damn. Like,
I mean, he downplayed Lara, and he still fought him. So, I mean, this is because Andre is basically the 160, like his Lara at 160. If you think about it. So
nah, Andre's the one. Andre's the Andre that he's always been, because Andre was around when Canelo was fucking with Lara. It just Lara was the easier fucking fighter to fight.
Facts. Nobody thought he would actually fight him, and he did.
Well, he already beat Trout, so he already fooled people once, and people already knew, like, oh, Canelo's a young gun. He'll fight tough challenges. He fought Floyd. He fought Trout. But he ain't really won it with Andre. Yeah, he fought Lara. Yeah, okay. Let's not forget he got the judges on his side. Like, come on. Like, any way you slice it, Canelo is always going to be taken care of. And that's what burns me so much when the man does all this diva shit. If he fucking fights somebody that's super hard that no one gives him a chance, you know the judge is gonna give him a chance. So if he even looks halfway decent, he might get a fucking draw. If you fucking fight somebody that's good, that we think he's all better than, that he's supposed to win, he's still gonna fucking get the win, even if the fight is close. That was the Danny Jacobs fight. And if he fights somebody less than that, he's gonna blow him out. And that was the Rocky Fielding fight. So I just described the 3 types of fights that you'll see Canelo have. We already had the Rocky Fielding fight. We had the Jacobs fight. Okay, give us the fight where Canelo could possibly lose, but he might win.
Right. I mean, it's really not that. I mean, Canelo, I would say, can make a lot of money in this deal and then go about his business. You know, fight his 10 fights. I mean, literally, the fights right now are probably gonna take up into his mid-30s because he's not like overly active or anything like that. I mean, you know, and then he can go about his business. You know, I mean, you should have, you know, get this money, defend your belts. You know, now of course you're down to 2. You know, and so yeah, I mean, yeah, all the belts. You know, you didn't want to keep one of them. That's for damn sure. You don't want the other one. You know, until now you're in the point where you have to now probably take the fight against Andre. So yeah, it's just all this shit that's going on right now. And then now you have Ryan Garcia right now who's on some other shit, you know, because I think he's lowering up against Golden Boy because apparently I guess his last fight, he only got paid $50,000 on revenue. I think it generated like $1 million or some shit like that.
God damn.
Oscar got to be on coke again. Right.
Yo, who signed that check off?
You know, it's just crazy, and like they're bashing, like it's like public. They're not even bothering to keep this shit like under wraps. Like they're out there just bashing Golden Boy. I'm like,
they getting used. Think about it. If you're Ryan Garcia, you the co-main event, but you the one filling up the arena. Yeah. So why you not getting you should be getting A-side main event money, getting main event. Maybe his career would even progress a little faster if he was getting the actual main events. Then he would have to literally step up. The opponents will step up after that as well. Yeah, but you keep this co-maining his ass.
Now, was he? Because his fight, was he the main event of that card? I mean, because that was the fight where the little dudes went to war, Acosta and Lopez. I thought they were the main event. I'm just trying to think. Was Garcia the main event of that card, or was that?
I can't remember.
Yeah, they were both on the same card, but it was like $50,000. I mean, granted, you know, my point is you can't pay these fighters too much money when they're starting out because they lose hunger. And that's just
you can't. But if they're a box seller, if they're a box office seller, it's a little different.
Yeah, what's fair is fair. Like
no, because Pat's right, but P is right too. Like you gotta draw the line somewhere. Like you can't be bringing in fucking damn 15,000 people to see you. And you just a co-main, and people are like, all right, we'll give you 50 grand. Like, nah.
And now, and for people who are wondering why do I have that mentality, if you go back to the days of the 2000 Olympic team, so several of the fighters got like big bonuses, big signing bonuses, and they didn't pan out because their performances, they would come in the ring out of shape or not focused, or some people just didn't have the jaws to take punishment.
Damn. Yeah, I'm literally like remembering all the names for each example you said.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw one by one, they all, they all fell. Some took longer than others, and it's just like, and ever since then, I've been and this is just the U.S. Olympic boxing team. Ever since then, I seen that, and I just really had this, I was just like, nah, you can't pay these, you can't have these young fighters. Like, obviously they should get paid, but they shouldn't get too paid. Like, there has to be a balance, and that's the reason why I feel the way to this day about how young fighters get paid. Like, obviously every time you keep winning, the money increases. And then so the Garcia fight, I mean, $50,000. I mean, I mean,
you gotta look at the revenue he's bringing in, Pat. Look, think about this. If all is fair, and you have a guy who solid everything, and you're at he's borderline prospect, fringe contender. He's somewhere within that realm, and say he's in situations where he's making 50K. Okay, 50. He's at that range where he's making 50K. Now, be that how it may, whatever happens, maybe he does some viral videos. He started dating a famous bitch, whatever. But his popularity rises, and he's doing events and shit. Now his next fight, the TV viewership goes up, the attendance goes up a couple thousand. You can't keep paying him that $50,000. That $50,000 got to turn into 75 or something. You got to have incentive, especially if you got fighters out here complaining because they not being promoted.
True, very true. Yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, like I said, $50,000. I mean, hey, if he feels like he needs to be paid more, then see what he, then
I mean, they could come to an agreement. I mean, no one's saying give him Andre Berto, Freddie Hernandez money. No one's saying like, yo, get this kid $900,000. Nah, no one's saying that. But if he's bringing in, if an event he's in and he's the biggest name, and that event pulls in a couple mil, him just getting $50,000 is like come on, like. That's like niggas putting you on an album featuring you, and you got the best song, but you make the least amount of money on it. Our album went platinum, but nigga doesn't pay you $250 for the verse.
Yeah, I'm like,
we went platinum because of your song, your verse.
Like, I mean, we're talking $50,000. Like, it's not like you were talking like $700,000. Like, I understand what Pat's saying, but like, you can't, like, $50,000, really? Like,
like they could, because look, you got to think about it. He got to pay training. This is before expenses, right?
Yeah, this is before expenses.
Yeah, it's before expenses. That $50,000 will turn to like $20,000.
Yeah, so I mean, of course he's gonna. So if he's getting all that, if the event's getting all that revenue, of course, like, and he got to look out for his people. Like, nah, pay that kid his money, man. Like, come on, Oscar, what the fuck you doing? Like, one dude is like the person you should have the kitty. You should be stepping it up on. You got the kitty gloves on, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like.
And this is the thing, though. I mean, with this type of distraction, I mean, you can easily see this like affecting him in his next fight, because I think right now, I mean, there are talks of putting him in the ring with Avery Sparrow, who, if you saw the DAZN card, he had that wild ass fight with Hank Lundy, a fight that was more entertaining than it had any right to be. I mean,
Sparrow,
yeah,
I'd say that's a step up. So,
yeah, I mean that's someone. Yeah, I mean that's someone that Garcia can't take lightly. So I mean, so you just
and he can't be paid lightly either.
Yeah.
so $50,000 ain't gonna cut it. Like, so it's like what it is. Like
that boggles my mind that he's not even making six figures. Right? God damn.
You honestly think Ryan Garcia is making like 100,000, 150,000, like real talk, like
exactly.
Like I'm obviously thinking he's in that range. Like $50,000 is like Friday night fight money. Like that's Pacquiao undercard money. That's Payano money. Like that's 2 fights for him.
Yeah. I mean, if it turns out that he has to learn up to get his money, so be it. But Yeah, Golden Boy. Golden Boy. It's bad too. I mean, Golden Boy's cards on DAZN, they haven't been bad. They've been very entertaining.
They make good cards. I mean, I feel like they can make better cards. Like when you know the fact that they got all that money and all these niggas is mad, you really feel like, damn, we could have been got Tevin Farmer, JoJo Diaz, this fight, that fight. You know, you almost feel like you've been cheated at. You know, the fans been cheated and they've been cheated.
Right. You know, so it's just like, you know, I just hope that Oscar can, you know, sober up or, you know, stop doing what he's been doing, you know, and actually, you know, go ahead and try to fix his company, because you can't have two of your most well-known fighters, especially probably the breadwinner of your promotion. You know,
these are his only fight. These are his only goddamn fighters. Like these are his golden geese. Like he can't afford to fucking.
De La Hoya, Diego been knocked off his perch.
Yeah.
JoJo Diaz, man. It's like y'all niggas be sleeping on JoJo Diaz, man.
I like JoJo, but sometimes it's hard to get up for JoJo Diaz.
But he's clearly number 3. Like if Diego's number 4 now, he clearly has the juice after, you know.
Well, no, I mean, probably the best prospect that they have right now is Virgil Ortiz.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah.
JoJo.
Yeah.
Y'all got him on the bench.
And of course, I mean, Ortiz, you know, just a quick mention, you know, Ortiz has his fight next this coming Saturday on DAZN against Antonio Orozco. I mean, we'll get to see if he scores his 14th straight knockout in a row.
I hope he getting paid. Shit, all this Golden Boy money. Like, what is he making here? I hope he's not making 17 grand or some shit.
Damn, now I think about that.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, that roster is mad thin, so you can't afford that. You better fucking pay the talent that you fucking have. Like, you gonna really fuck around and lose.
Where's the money going? Because where's the money going? Because it's not going into promotion. Because I don't see a lot of these. I don't see a bunch of videos and documentaries on all these fighters.
Their promotion is trash, Golden Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like these niggas need to be making enough money so they could hire people to promote themselves.
Yeah.
And they're not even making that, and it don't even seem like they making enough money to do that.
Yeah, I think it's just really I think Canelo is financing the operations, the day-to-day operations for the time being.
Once he's gone, they're like in fucking trouble. And it's funny because fucking Oscar did some shady shit to sign fucking Canelo, and now he's doing shady shit to fuck around and lose it. Or is that, you know, what's that saying? The way you get him is the way you lose him? Well,
yeah.